Taoiseach, as we speak, there is a family in the Rathdown constituency, not even my own, two working parents. One works in a bakery, his wife works in an insurance company, and they have two children. And they have been evicted, they have a court order against them, and the sheriff is due around. The house is now owned by receivers who want to sell it, Ernst & Young. Now, I contacted the receivers and said, look, would you sell to the council to prevent this house? And they're HAP tenants as well. And they said, well, look, we think we get better price on the market, and we want it to be really quick, so no. Then in fairness, I contacted the minister and the council and said, look, will you get on to the receivers and say, look, you are paying market price, and we're serious about trying to buy. Now, that has been done, but what it highlights, and we don't know what's going to happen, because it's entirely in the hands of the receivers what's going to happen.
Thank you, Deputy.
So my point to you here is, I think we need to supplement this with a first refusal for the councils, right, where people are threatened with eviction, so that there's some power that the council have to ensure that families are not evicted where the council is willing to buy the property to prevent families being evicted.
Deputies raised some of the issues around the tenant in situ scheme. I will endeavour to examine them with Minister O'Brien. I know the complications and anomalies do arise where there are multiple tenants, and we haven't really figured out the right way to deal with that, and we are aware of it, and we'll see if we can come up with solutions. And the same thing, I think, arises on Deputy Boyd Barrett's question about the possibility of a first refusal for councils or for AHBs. Another option is a capital gains exemption that might make it more attractive to sell to the council or the AHB. Don't know the answer to the questions on the mass or in Caroline Hall, but I will check it out and come back to deputies.
Thanks,
and finally, in relation to Deputy Barry, I'm aware of the court decision in Tullamore. It is potentially significant, but it could also be appealed as well, and we'll see what happens if it is. But I know Minister McGrath is particularly concerned about people who have very high mortgage rates with non-bank lenders, and he is looking at options as to how we can help and be more proactive in how the state can help.
Thanks very much, Taoiseach. And just